And I love y'all. Look at your faces. They're appearing to me. It's amazing. Oh, they're so much better. Jesus. Woo. I mean, I know like shows like dim lights and stages and shit, but those actually really interrupt human connection, and that's what the fuck I do this for. I do this so that I can be in relationship with you, and you can be in relationship with me. Right? Oh, I'm so much happier now that I can see y'all. Thank you. And I don't look no worse, do I? I'm just as cute as I was when the race was here. All right. So I have 3 more poems to do. Does that work? Yeah. I'm not asking y'all. Y'all not the ones who gonna cuss me out later. So, okay, I got a hand. Word. Thank you. Awesome. Much like Shane mentioned, I run a digital media and education platform called The Body Is Not an Apology. If you don't know, now you know. You should put it in your life. We are a digital media and education platform focused on radical self-love and body empowerment as the foundational tool for how the fuck we change the world. That's my deal. We believe that inequality and injustice and inequity are foundationally at their core in many ways about our inability to make peace with the body, our own bodies and other people's bodies, right? Like racism is about the body. Ableism is about the body. Fatphobia is about the body. Transphobia is about the body. Homophobia is about the body, right? And if we learn how to de-indoctrinate ourselves from a system that exploits us, right, whose agenda is furthered by our self-hate, right? The question to ask yourself tonight is, whose agenda is my self-hate? Who profits off of my self-hate, right? If we can destroy that system, we actually can create the world that we say we want, but the reality is that we first must destroy that system inside of ourselves, right? All the ways that we have come to believe that we are worthy or less worthy depending on the bodies we inhabit, right? And so that's the work that we do with The Body Is Not an Apology. We've been around for 7 years, whatever. I just wrote a book, y'all. It's called The Body Is Not an Apology, The Power of Body. I am here kicking it with y'all because I'm on a 90-day book tour. You might be spot number 50. I don't know how many shows I've done at this point. But none of them have been poetry, so I'm really excited to be doing poetry. But anyway, the premise of the work that I do has been foundational based off of the world that I live in, right? But I want to say these last 3 poems are all about that work, about the way that that work has transformed me, about the structures that we're up against in the world, right? And then how we can practice living that individually. So that's what these 3 poems are. To follow more, if you want to buy the book, you can buy it at my website, Sonja Rene Taylor. But apparently, Majors and Quinn has copies, Moon Palace has copies, Barnes & Noble, but go to the other ones because they're independent dope bookstores, right? So go there, look them up. I'm naked on the cover of it, which makes it extra cool. I didn't want to do this poem, but I have to do this poem, and I hate that I have to do this poem, but I have to do this poem. I have a whole set of poems. I can't wait until I can fucking retire. But I'm clear that I can't retire until we have a changed world, right?
You got a lot of work to do.
I know. I'm sick of this shit. Here's what I want. 2 things. Here's what I want white people to know. That there is never a time a person of color gets on this stage and educates you about the experience of living the body as a person of color that does not take a toll on their physical self. That there is never a time when that is a gift. They are gifting you the power and insight to reclaim your humanity from white supremacy. Every single time. And so treat it like the honor that it is. For my people of color, this one's for everybody, right? Like one of the things that I want us to be mindful of is the way in which the media languages the issues of Black death, very specifically, and state-sanctioned violence against Black and brown bodies. Because what they want you to do is to qualify whether or not that person deserved to be killed. Yep. Right? So when they tell you, when they tell you that the Parkland shooter was a sweet boy, right? We don't know how this happened, but that they tell you Trayvon Martin was suspended from school and he had marijuana in his system. They're trying to give you a narrative about their humanity, and whether their humanity deserved to live, right? And so I want you, and the problem is we play into it even when we mean well. We say things like, well, he was a good kid, he was on his way to college. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if he was on his way to shoot up heroin. You had no fucking right to kill him indiscriminately. So this poem is about the challenging of that narrative about the humanity of black bodies. It's called When the Shotgun Questions the Black Boy. And it opens with an epigraph from an article from the Black Youth Project 100, BYP 100. And it says, Darius Simmons, catch you up really quickly. Darius Simmons was a 13-year-old boy who was shot by his 81-year-old neighbor, Harold Spooner, in front of his mama, on the sidewalk in the chest with a sawed-off shotgun. Darius Simmons was by all accounts a good kid. When the shotgun questioned the boy's heart, it asked, nigga child, did you sass your mother? Did you do your chores last night? Before bed, before being asked, before the mule that pays the bills got home from second shift, are you a good kid? Where's your daddy, Darius? Did you run him off? Did you cry too much? Eat too much? Did you weep over your father's footprints? Did you hold your wilting mother while she wept? Did you write him in prison? Did you look for him when he left? A good kid would have looked for him, Darius. If you're a good kid, I won't peel your flesh like the skin of a plum. Won't drill through the oil of your 13-year-old chest, boy. If you're a good kid got a jump shot. Nigga, you got a jump shot. You got something on that light bill this month. You got something on that rent. You got something on that rent. You ain't got that trap dough to buy them new kicks you want. You ain't got no way to help. A good kid would help. Help, but don't hip-hop. Don't hug blocks. Don't get caught hugging other boys' faggots. Don't get caught, Darius. A good kid won't wear his pants like our expectations. Did you wear them low, Darius? I swear I'll stop 1/8 of an inch from your sternum if you're a good kid. If you don't whistle at white women, Emmett, I mean Darius. If you don't reach for your wallet, Diallo, I mean Darius. If you don't be getting married in the morning, Sean, I mean Darius. Don't be getting handcuffed on a subway, Oscar, I mean Darius. Don't be looking for help late at night, Renisha, I mean Darius. Don't be playing your music too loud, Jordan, I mean Darius. Don't be sleeping on your grandmama's couch, Ayana, I mean Darius. Don't be walking in a Walmart, John, I mean Darius. Don't be in your house with your babies, Corinne, I mean Darius. Don't be standing on a sidewalk in New York, Eric, I mean Darius. Don't be pulled over, Alton, I mean Darius. Don't be in your grandmama's backyard, Stefan, I mean Darius. Don't be getting pulled over for a routine traffic stop, Philando, I mean Darius. Don't be getting pulled over for a routine traffic stop, Sandra, I mean Darius. Don't be walking dark from a corner store with no bag of Skittles, nigga. If you ain't one of those badass niggas, I won't rip through your Sunday service dress shirt, make your mama bury you in it. Won't make your mama watch you drop like a shell casing's kiss, Darius. We don't let weeds grow around here. Not those on honor roll or the ones with a nickel sack of worthless in his book bag. I'm sorry, Darius. I'm obligated to remind you that the only good black kid is a dead